but I figured I would for just a minute. You got him? Okay. I know I stress out. I'm a helicopter mom. Hank, bring me your ball. You get away from the pool. Hank, get away from the pool. Dad's not watching either one of them. I'm like the helicopter mom of the dogs. I'm going to give this a minute. Let people pop in just for a quick minute. Bring your ball, buddy.
I want them to be comfortable.
I know. I'm just not comfortable. I get helicopter-ish when they're by the pool. Hi, Sharon. Hey, Amy. This one won't take me long, but because a certain bulldog is being a typical bulldog self, I figured I would just address it because I'm not even entertained or going to give this any life beyond this. Hey, Tia. Hey, Skip. Chicana Army. Mercedes girl. Okay, so really quick, there is some stuff going around in regards to blank screen. It has once again come around that there has been money asked for behind the scenes. This initially started a couple years ago, actually. This rumor was kind of kicked off. Nunya actually brought it to my attention a couple years ago when we still communicated. And granted, she said that that's what she had been hearing, but the person that they had been hearing this from was also lying about certain other aspects, such as who took pictures at Molly's mom's funeral. They were initially going to go live and do an exposure, Nunya and friends, on blank screen. But at that point in time, I was like, wait a second, hold on. Who are you saying took pictures at Molly's mom's funeral or whatever? And somehow they had correlated that to blank screen. And I was like, yeah, no. Well, the person had messaged me and I went and found it. Sure as shit. There, to me, wasn't very credible as is. Plus, I never saw any of these messages between her and Nunya or anything. There was no proof that there had been money asked for behind the scenes or anything. And there was a lot of blame shifting going on. A bunch of shit I didn't get down with anyways. By that time, I had already removed blank screen's wrench over here. That was it. That was all. Like, that had already been done because of something else I didn't agree with. No big deal. Then it was just recently brought up again that people had been being approached behind the scenes. In fact, allegedly, Krama posted a short and provided proof of some messages with the Proton email. Queen Bee spoke on it, and now somehow, some way, per usual, Joneson is trying to wrap me back around in this situation. I do not communicate with him. Like I said, it's been years since I've had anything to do with. He would send me a message here and there when somebody was doing something, and I didn't even respond 99% of the time. I just, whatever. But there is now proof that this has been going on with people being asked for. When we talked, Nunya and I, a couple years ago, Joneson, just in case you don't know the entire story, because per Joneson's usual bullshit, she's trying to put this on me or somehow, some way, something. He hasn't been around my community for a long time. I took his wrench a long time ago, and that was that. No, thank you. Plus, again, proof is a big thing. Cuddly Cactus, I have no idea. I don't communicate, or have anything to do with that, so I have no idea. I'm assuming he's probably talked to people about it, but this was all, it was initially tied into a much bigger thing that they were working on with blank screen. And it involved photos of Molly's mom's funeral, and that was going to be put off on him when that was another person. Yeah, it's just a big debacle bullshit. But yeah, I mean, that's where it's at. Nope, I had no proof, no knowledge, nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with any of that stuff. Yeah, Mercedes girl. And it's came back around, so I don't know if there was a period of time when it stopped happening or if it escalated. Like, I don't know. These aren't my people, so I have no idea. But Jonesin doing Jonesin's thing of trying to attach me to every one of these situations. Yeah, not going to work. I pulled his wrench a long time ago after something else that had happened, and that was that. And Nunya and I did have a conversation about it, and what they had intended on doing. And then the truth about part of it, I told her, I was like, yeah, no, that's not attached to him. Hold on just a second. I have no idea, Kathleen. I have no clue about any of that stuff. None. I have nothing, know nothing about this person in depth or anything like that. Don't have communication like that. It was, yeah, it's blank screen cuddly cactus. Yeah. Yeah. Hannah, allegedly Krama posted the short and it was confirmed and linked. It's the same. There's multiple people that have came forward now too. It has been confirmed that it is absolutely. But in the beginning of this was all like, I had heard these rumors previously, but there was nothing at the time. So once again, it comes back around. But yeah, just so you guys are aware, this is where we are. If people are doing that, that's kind of strange. Yeah, Kathleen, I can't answer that at all. I have no idea. Yeah, Cuddly, I had no idea. No, you're good, BioBo. But they haven't been around here forever. Hey, X, around my community or the island, or had, like, I've never had anything to do with this person, nor did I. Outside of Nunya, that's the last time I've talked to anybody. And God, I would have to recall that. It's been probably 2 years ago, at least, when they were working on an expose of blank screen. And then I don't know whatever happened with that, but one of the pieces I knew another person was lying about, and that's where we left that conversation. So outside of that, I don't know. Nobody's ever came to me about it outside of her. And again, they were going to work on it, do whatever. I'd never seen a proof. People had obviously been going to Nunya and talking to her about it. So Jonesin, once again, this is in your own backyard. I took his wrench and that was it. Yeah, it had nothing to do with that, Shorty. I had taken his wrench. He had a wrench over here for a very short period of time early on when I started, but I don't know him like that, so. No, Earth, I didn't plan on even coming live, but I figured I'd address this blank screen shit. Because per Jonesin's normal bullshit, she tries to attach everything to me, and once again, her girls aren't telling her, yeah, Nunya and I had a conversation. I'm not putting this on Nunya or anything. There's just a lot of pieces that have been, I think anybody. I'm not hosting or fostering people like that in my Discord, Jonesin. Yeah, kind of crazy. And it's not my responsibility to like trace everything back. And I mean, if people are coming to you, here's my warning to everybody. If people are coming to you behind the scenes, creator or sub, and asking you for money, please be warned that that's not normal. It doesn't, X, but because Jonesin is Jonesin, here we are. This is just, she's still pissed that I said she needed to address the Yup situation because Yup was their good buddy in their Discord and people had been having concerns for a long time. Yeah, concerns were raised about blank screen too. That's why I had my own and took his wrench and that was that. Not cash, me. Moral of the story is if people are coming to you behind the scenes, it doesn't matter if they're a creator and you think they're associated with other creators or they're using other creators. Allegedly, Krama put out proof that blank screen has been going to people and asking for money. Numerous people. It was linked up. Everything was confirmed. Yes, these allegations were swarming a couple years back. I don't know whatever happened with it. They didn't proceed with their exposure that they were working on. But at that time, they were also trying to connect other things about photos from a funeral, which linked back to the person that was going to them about blank screen, from my understanding, if I remember correctly. See, that's the thing, is there's too many fucking things out here to like even concentrate on, so. No, you're good, shorty. You're good. Yeah, I don't Discord either, so. I don't Discord, I don't do any of that stuff. Not my day. Not my people. Not my problem. Sorry, I don't know why you guys ever put a pin in your exposure, but that had nothing to do with me. Nani and I had a full conversation about parts of it that were going on with attached to blank screen, and that was that. That was all. Nothing more. Well, I can't remember exactly what brought... So, at the time, if I recall correctly, what was happening is he had a relationship with a sub, not just like a friendship or whatever, and he was getting money from her. So this person went to others and brought it to their attention, but they were also involved with some fuckery. So kind of a double-edged sword of telling bits and pieces of the story, but not the entire story. They were working on, Nunya was, an exposure of blank screen. And I just had brought it to her attention that, well, that's not, because this person actually had reached out to me and admitted that they took the pictures. So, yeah, but I guess it's been going on for quite some time. Like I said, he was a mod over here for a very short time, and that was years ago, so. Not my deal, but there's your PSA. If anybody's asking for you or asking for you for money behind the scenes, let it send red flags to you. Yeah. I don't think they're accusing me of having a Discord, are they, Chico? I don't know. People run with a bunch of shit. I don't have a fucking Discord. I don't Discord. It is what it is. And I'm not trying to put this off on Nunny or anything. She was gathering information, and we were just, when we still communicated, we had both kind of like, there's more to this. And that's where it was left. And now it came back around, and I actually had a conversation with the very person the other day, and I said, I had heard rumors of this, but I never saw proof. And they actually got the proof and posted it from multiple angles. So here's your exposure. Well, this wasn't don't confuse this, you guys. This wasn't happening in Discords. He was emailing people. 2 different confirmations to 2 different people in email of him asking for money was posted in a short on allegedly Krama. And I know Queen has talked about it too. So, yeah, don't get this confused though. This wasn't happening in a Discord to my knowledge at all. This was one-on-one emails to people. Yeah, Clemson girl, I was actually really shocked. But now the proof is out there, so it is what it is. But Joneson's still pissed and, about the Yep situation and all that. I took blank screens. I mean, God, you can go back in streams. I took that a long fucking ass time ago. I don't even think Chico's been a mod of mine for going on 2 years, Chico. Was blank screen ever a mod when you were a mod? I don't think so. So it's been, yeah, those aren't my people. Sorry. Even when he did have a wrench, it was just a short period of time, and it was, I didn't know who any of these people were. And some of them I thought I trusted, and more information came about, and that was that. Yeah, X. 3 so far, and Queen said she had more. Okay. Yeah, it's been confirmed multiple different directions then. Oh, no. I don't have a Discord anyways, Chico, sorry. I misspoke on that. Didn't happen in my Discord because I don't even have one of those bitches. Yeah, that's really weird, X. Very weird. Okay, I didn't think so. I thought it's been a long fucking time. I mean, I could probably go through my text messages and find when I took his wrench, but it's not even that. Thank you, Chico, for being a member for 29 months. Yeah, it's been a long time. Clemson girl, I can't even recall what it was, but there was something that all of us were kind of like, yeah, no, we can't get behind that shit. And if I recall Clemson girl, it probably had something to do with Betty. God, I would have to go back and look. Oh, Revival Bulldog is trying to like be her puffy self again, and this shit with blank screen and him getting exposed for going to people in the email. And I was just saying, look, yeah, rumors swarmed a while back, but I had already parted ways with this guy. Nunny and I had a conversation. They were working on an exposure. I don't know whatever happened with it, but one of the pieces was incorrect. Her and I had a conversation about it, and that was that. That was it. But Jonesin has to do her weird fucking try to attach blank screen to me and shit like that. So here's your PSA to everybody. The short's out there if you want to see proof of these emails going to people. Jonesin, you can get fucked and stay fucked. It must be a hard time out here for a fucking scummy bitch. Right, Chico. Right. Oh, right, said Fred. Goodness. Mama's love. He's been going to people behind the scenes and asking for money. Yeah, nothing new, Revival. And her friends allowing her to be. Nanya and I had that conversation a long time ago when they were working on that, and there was pieces of it that none of us knew. They had rumors that he was getting money from people, and then parts of it that the people that were giving him money were being dishonest about. Her and I conversed about it, and that was that. That was the last I had even heard about it until just recently when this just happened the other day, and there was proof put out about it. Yeah, Mama's love, it's finally just, there's proof out there now. Allegedly, Chroma posted a short, and it's got 2 different separate people that were contacted and asked for money.
I almost took some stool softener.
What?
Because I was looking for the Mucinex, and it looked like
You almost took stool softener instead of Mucinex?
Luckily, I read it.
Babe, oh my God. It's a Monday. Kyle's over here trying to find Mucinex and almost took stool softener. This is first problems of the day. So, if anybody comes to you, though, and asks for money, I don't care if it's a creator that you think is, reach out. Say something. I mean, that's some shady-ass shit. But stop attaching it to people that have nothing to do with this shit. Come on. You're getting weird, Jonesin, again. You're looking desperate. I mean, when you're slapping your fucking thighs together on a live stream. Hell, what do I know? He would have figured that out real quick. Hey, honey, older. Oh. X. He would have been having a whole new meeting to a bathroom remodel after blowing up the bathroom. That would have been a whole different demolition on the bathroom he's working on. Can you imagine your second day on the job and having the freaking Dumb and Dumber episode in the bathroom? Mm-hmm. I know, I saw that earlier. Can you imagine that, though? What the impression of your second day and you're in there having a Dumb and Dumber moment in their bathroom? You okay in there, Kyle? Yeah, I accidentally took stool softener instead of Mucinex. Fuck. Oh, that would have been a shitty situation, literally. But there you go. There's I'm poor. Becca says, I'm poor. Don't ask me for shit because I can't even pay attention. There you go. If people are coming to you, though, just know that none of us are co-signing that shit or okay with it. Like, I don't do that shit. Just watch your back. And say something if you feel it's off. There's no way we fucking know what's going on with all these people. That's some weird shit, and it's a weird expectation, and trying to attach him to people that it's just not going to work with. Yeah. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked by it, honestly. I'm really shocked by it. Becky, it makes me wonder why some people think it's never going to come to light, you know? Like, why do people think that that's never going to... And I don't recall if there was more than one person it was happening to. God, that was a long time ago that Nunny and I talked about it. But I remember one particular person that this was happening with that was giving him money. But outside of that, that's it. I just don't know why people think that that will never come to light. Like, that's going to. This is the space. So. But there you go. Proof's already out there. Go check out Allegedly Chroma. She posted a short, like I said. It's happening in email. That's it. Any questions before I get off here? Just wanted to address that. Give a PSA. He's not around my community, so majority of you don't even really... I mean, unless you were here like 3 years ago, you probably don't know. He's a creator on his own. He was a floater everywhere. So trying to attach him to any of us is just weird. But that's what Joneson does. Do you guys have any questions? Anything I can answer? I'm going to go scream at a cable guy. I mean, Kyle. Just joking. Did you know that you can be a victim of a cable guy? We learned that tonight. That was the one thing that we learned tonight. That's quite interesting. Okay. Well, since you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to let this sit for 1 minute and make sure the chat catches up, and then I'm out of here. Do. Fuck, if I know the winning lotto numbers, I'm not telling you. Sorry. If I was that good. Yeah, Jamani, she has claimed that for a long time. He used to troll the fuck out of them. Why, Revival? Don't go. Why? I need to go. I'm tired, you guys. I'm tired. Yeah, Becky, he was all over the communities and stuff. I'm not attaching him to anybody. Cable guy on the way. Mama's love, listen. If I knew the winning lotto numbers, and we would just buy ourselves a private island, and then I would just have nonsensical air to fly you guys in and out of the island for a little reprieve. That would be amazing. I am. Earth made me. She forced me to go on panel with her today. I didn't have a choice. Aunt Maddie, just some more bullshit in the community. Another creator was going behind the scenes and asking people for money, and there's proof of it now. And it was talked about a couple of years ago, but nothing ever came about. And now it's happening again, or has been happening. I don't know if it's been happening this whole time, or I'm not everybody's fucking babysitter. Look. I'm just glad that this happened and multiple people went to one person and it finally came out. You're caressing your grass ex? Huh. Yeah, Carl, no. Not at all. Nowhere even remotely the same person as JB Gunner. And thank you, Jamani. Keep Kyle out of the medicine cabinet. Yeah, I might have to.
I took a little blue pill too. What does that do?
God. You might have a hard evening. I might loan Kyle out at the end of the day today with him taken. Well, Mucinexes are blue. Those little ones are blue.
Oh, yeah.
So, hopefully you got the right one this time with the blue pill. Yeah, Becca. I know it. That's pretty ballsy. So, it is what it is. Right, Shorty? This is why I usually have it. Well, it's my fault. Okay, let me just admit it's mine. It's my fault. I'll take that one on because normally I have them sitting on the counter, but I cleaned off the counter and I put I usually have it sat out so there is none of this because he doesn't look at shit. He just opens it, creature of habit, because he knows usually I have it all like laid out for him. And I fucked it up and put them away where they're supposed to go. So he had to go look for himself for once and just grabbed a bottle. Well,
How many pill bottles are in that cabinet?
not enough, okay?
How many?
It might be going on Walgreens style, but just leave it be. There's
Hundreds.
a lot of ailments around here.
Hundreds.
There's a lot of assholitis, okay?
I'm lucky that's all I got.
If you get constipated, if you get congested, if you have a migraine or a toe ache, I got you covered. First aid kit to the max.
You can make a lot of money renting Kyle out.
I could make a lot of money renting Kyle out. I basically do rent him out to fix other people's showers. Rotaro, she's just trying to attach me to shit that I have nothing to do with again. Especially when he's taking those blue pills, huh, Hawkeyes? He'd probably make a lot of money. I mean, the Mucinex. Don't put your head in the gutter, people. Dr. Feelgood. You want to know the scariest thing? I think that's XM. One time, I'll tell you about this story. I had an episode. I passed out at my best friend's sister's house in the Ballard neighborhood of Seattle. And if you know where that's at, it's like a ways from downtown. Well, they called the ambulance, of course, because that's what friends do. And the EMTs arrived and determined that they needed to take me to Harborview. Well, let me just say, being conscious in the back of an ambulance, going through rush hour traffic in Seattle from Ballard to Harborview, do not recommend. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Because I was awake and could see out the back window of us bobbing and weaving in traffic. So I was already having heart issues. And he was hitting me with nitrous oxide, or nitrous, whatever that is. Not nitrous oxide, Jesus. That's not the nitroglycerin. Goodness. Nitrous oxide. I was getting a nitrous oxide. Vroom. That's a car. Jesus. It has been a Monday. Nitroglycerin. And he was singing, "They call me Dr. Feelgood." Uh-huh. That's a real true story. My best friend was in the back of or she was in the front seat.
But did you die, though?
No, I didn't die. Obviously, I'm still right here, unless I'm a ghost. I mean, fuck, that might be cool. But they have those...
Be closer to the bed when it happened.
Yeah, just rolled me over. They have those, like, mirrors in the back of the ambulances, too, if you know what I'm talking about. And you can, like, see what's going on. And I could see my best friend's eyes, because she was watching out the front and I'm watching out the back. Yeah, it was an experience. And then, if you know anything about Harborview, it's a level 1 trauma center. So it's like gunshots. They life flight people in from Alaska, like the upper north. It's not somewhere you want to go when you are awake. Okay? And I had to spend the night. And it was a whole thing. And I thought, by the time I got out of there, my heart was going to stop working because that was a whole experience in itself. But yeah, that was fun. That was good times. Good fucking times at band camp. I'm alive. I live to tell about it. Yeah, Seattle traffic is terrible. And those EMTs, they have to. They have a morbid, twisted sense. And I was in my late 20s when this was happening, so they're goofing off with us. Of course, me being a patient I'm not like a crybaby or anything like that. I'm like, I have a morbid sense of humor about my own shit. We used to call me an official carpet inspector, so they'd be like, "What's going on? What's your symptoms?" And I was like, "Hey, I was just face first down in the carpet again, leave me be." And that always created jokes as is. So Dr. Feelgood did get trigger happy, but I made it there in one piece. No complaints. They dropped me off and left me. I wish they would have taken me home, but I've got stories for days about EMTs and crazy shit. But hell, they saved my life, so I can't be too mean. But yeah, Dr. Feelgood, EMTs. And it was not nitrous oxide, thank God. It was nitroglycerin. But, okay, there you go. They're fucking crazy. They have to be, though, to put up with some of the shit they deal with and see and everything. The worst drivers are in Albuquerque. Oh, here's another thing. So I looked further into the Arizona laws that don't make sense. I'm still not finding a factual source. And yes, I'm looking for a primary source about it's a law that you can only have 6 dildos. Kenzie found that fucking story on TikTok yesterday when we were at the Golden Corral buffet. You know, because that's what we do. And I don't know if that's true or not. I'm still looking into it. They were putting shit in my IV. I don't know what they were putting in my IV as they were hitting me with all, I had paddles and shit going on, okay? I have a pacemaker. It's just a fucking thing. I've had a lot of shit go on. I also, one time, they fucked me up. Like, I was fucked up on medication, and I agreed to an enema. Yeah, that's a whole other shitty situation for another day. But my friends let me do that. They did. They didn't even have the balls to tell me what I had condoned or agreed to having done. They let me sign off and say, yeah, I was okay with that. So, yeah. I could tell you all sorts of fucking stories about medical nightmares. When I came out of that fucking room, they were looking at me, I was looking at them, and they're lucky I was strapped to a bed. How dare they allow me agree to that? And the reason for it is the option was to drink the contrast and let it sit because I have to be pre-medicated because I have a fucking shellfish allergy, blah, 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 you know, all the stupid shit. So it was either going to take hours or I could agree to an enema and it would not take as long. So my impatient ass agreed to the enema. Fuck out of here. Right, Dina, those are not real friends. Those were shitty friends. Oh, we still have Golden Corrals here. I love them. Yeah, just, we could do a whole discussion sometime about my stupid medical journey and some of the fun and finer moments of that. That's exactly right, Revival. Who needs an enema when you have Golden Corral salad bar? Shit happens. Truly. Literally shitty friends. Literally. Yeah, Golden Corrals are great. They've removed them in a lot of places, but we still have like 3 or 4 around here. Greasy food, oh, especially without having a gallbladder, XM vibes, yeah. Runs right through you. Eggs are my downfall. I don't know what it is. Okay, how did we go from a scammer to a shitter? I mean, blame it on Kyle. He almost took stool softeners. We just ended up here, and then somebody else came in and sang Dr. Feelgood, and that's a whole other journey, so. Wing spots, barbecue, and clubs you most likely will witness a shooting at. Really? You guys don't have anything else? Lima beans. Salad bars? You can't do salad bars? Who remembers the old Pizza Hut lunch buffets when you could get all you can eat pizza and salad bar? I miss those days. Rendezvous barbecue sucks and a tourist trap. I bet you have Chico. I bet you have, what's that fucking one with the porch chairs? Cracker Barrel. Do you have a Cracker Barrel in Memphis? I bet you do. I bet most places do. I don't like Cracker Barrel at all. You don't do buffets either? Don't ruin it for me. Pizza Hut buffet used to be amazing. The old school Pizza Hut buffet. And do you guys remember the little book it certificates for reading when you were in school. Oh, that was a big thing. I always read everything I could to get my book at certificates and my little badges. I think I probably still have one in one of my things. So I got my free personal pan pizza. That was like the biggest deal. I can't stand Cracker Barrel food. Really, Dina? My sister worked at a Pizza Hut too for a long time. Yep, Kitty Coo. Or in the vicinity of a truck stop. Strip clubs and Cracker Barrel. Titties and dumplings. Oh, the only time I've been to a CC's buffet, Chico, was in Texas. I flew into Austin to visit my mom when she was living there for a short period of time, and there was a CC's. I think it was in San Antonio. I don't remember where we were. If it was in San Antonio or it was around there because she lived in Seguin. I loved the little personalized pizzas. They still have them, but it's not as good anymore. What's CB? Oh, Cracker Barrel? S. You like Cracker Barrel? I'm not a fan. Hawkeyes, what did you say? Conversations with Becky tonight. We've been to a Hard Rock Cafe in Seattle. That was really good. Downtown Seattle, Pike's Place. They have a good Hard Rock. Their food's really good. Ooh, we have In-N-Out right down the road from us, Flavor. Oh, see, Hawkeyes, I think I'm spoiled because it's so bland to me. Kenzie liked the meatloaf Kenzie's such a weirdo. She loves meatloaf, the like ketchup meatloaf. And she had that at Golden Corral yesterday and said it was really good. That's really cheap, Revival. Holy shit. See, I don't think they're chicken. I'm not a fan of chicken and dumplings, though. It's a texture thing for me. Philly cheesesteak pizza. That sounds really good. Yes. Shorty, same. Those high-end style, like the Cracker Barrel and the gold. I am such a cheap date. Thursday, we went to that really fancy steakhouse. I mean, it was great and everything, but it's just such a ripoff when I have such a hard time spending that kind of money on a meal when I can grill a steak just as good, if not better. And that's not being cocky. That's just being, you don't even know what you're getting half the time. I had prime rib, which was good, but still, it's like, and it was one of those steakhouses that your main entree is just the steak, and then everything else you have to order, and it's like $10.95 to $15.95 for steak fries, mashed potatoes. The baked potatoes are massive. So Kyle and I ended up splitting a side, but it's just such a ripoff to me. It was fun celebrating with them. I mean, every once in a while. If you ever get a chance and you want to go to a nice dining experience, I do highly recommend Fleming's. If you have a Fleming's, that is expensive as shit, but definitely worth it. It's one of those like special occasion, anniversaries, birthdays, something like that. We had a Fleming's in Salt Lake City, and Kyle and I have been multiple times, and it was fabulous both times. They have a salad that's like the wedge salad that was amazing. I've been saving up for the McDonald's new Arch Burger. Once it's off the menu, Carl, is it a new Big Mac? That's Hawkeye, same. Rotaro, yeah. Oof. Yeah, the prime rib I had was really good. It does, Hawkeyes. That's how they get you. You can't cook chicken. I'm sure there's a medical term for that. Becca, it's so bad anymore. It's so bad. Fleming's is awesome. Yeah, if you ever have like a celebration and you want to splurge on a well, it's not really even fine dining, let's be honest. It's probably mid. It's expensive. To me, it's expensive as shit. But it's good. If you go when you do, they have a tomahawk steak. So you can do the tomahawk steak for two, and it's a huge tomahawk steak, and then the included sides and stuff, and I think it's like around $200 or something for two people. I don't know what it is now. That's been a couple years ago, so. Cash, Jonesin. Shit came out about blank screen going to people. Jonesin's trying to fucking attach him to me. Yeah, not gonna happen. Fucking dumb bitch. She's still pissed about the fucking Yep situation, and now she's trying to justify that. Nah, me and Nunya had a conversation, and I'm not trying to throw Nunya under the bus, but yeah, we fucking talked about it a couple years ago, and nothing ever came about it. They were working on something, and then nothing came to light about it because there was multiple lies involved with the people that were coming to them even, so that just kind of got, but now there's proof out there. Hey, allegedly speculating. Tomahawk is a huge, again, you can do them on the grill at home. You can buy a good tomahawk steak at a butcher, but the only thing I will always say is I make them for Kyle on like special occasions. The only thing I would do is always make sure you wrap the bone in foil. You got to protect the bone. Otherwise, they're fucking good. We had, so altogether for 5, Golden Corral, I'll just give you a breakdown, $118 for 5 of us to eat, but we had $75 in coupons or gift certificates that our family, that's what they give us, is gift certificates for restaurants, and then we just stack them and go as a family. So that's what we did yesterday. So it ended up costing us like $45 for our drinks. But for a family of 5, that's hefty. But shit, for a family of 5, all I had to pay was around $45. So I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. That's what we do. When we get gift certificates and shit like that, we just hold on to them and then wait until we have enough and go as a family. That's what we do for a family audience. Man, I'm a coupon hoe. When it comes to coupons, Groupons, family outings, shit like that, I'm a cheap hoe, and I have no concern about it. That's how we get to do cool shit. Cajun Mama, I worked at Hardee's for a couple days in the drive-thru. I hated it. I worked at, my first job not working for my family was actually Papa Murphy's. But counting 70 pepperonis for each large pizza, because back then, Papa Murphy's take and bake pizza, everything portioned out. So you had to count out 70 pepperonis per large pizza. Look, I can count and shit. I'm really good at math, but that shit was tedious, but I loved it. I loved the people I worked with. That was the first. Yeah, you have to count them. They probably figured it out now. Like the rest of it we used to do on weight, like the sausage and everything was ounces and everything. But oh yeah, it was a bitch. You had to count. I'll never forget that. 70 pepperoni slices. You know how fucking lame that gets? But I loved working there. I used to love Hardee's food. But I wasn't cut out for the drive-thru at that point in time. Yeah, for sure, Chico. the pumpkin pizza, and then Lori, they do the Valentine's Day pizza. They still, you can get good deals through Papa Murphy's still. There's the coupons that come around, um, a lot of the ads and stuff. You can still get reasonable pizzas from Papa Murphy's and throw them in your freezer for later. And you can actually, if you do it right, they're cheaper than the box pizza at like Walmart or your grocery store. Row to row, I'm not even joking. Hawkeyes, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. It's good to see you. You don't like Papa John's? I like Papa John's cheese sticks. But when everybody else gets pizza, I have a red sauce issue. I'll eat a little bit of pizza. Kyle's favorite thing is pizza. But I eat cheese sticks and a salad. I could live off salad, okay? I'm a rabbit. I love salad. Right. Too old for this. That's the shit that you do too. You sit there and you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, where was I at? Because then somebody comes and talks to you and you're like, fuck. Hawkeyes, thank you for being here with us. I'm glad to see you guys. Sometimes it's nice just to pop on here and talk to you guys. Who's watching the football? What football? Somebody getting punted? Petty? Is football soccer? Petty, are you pranking me? Jamani, that's amazing. That's fucking amazing, though. That's awesome that for 2 days after, they make sure that you're taken care of. We don't have Hardee's anymore around here. They turned into, what's the fucking name of it? Carl's Jr. That's what our Hardee's all reverted to, is Carl's Jr.'s. And yeah, I'm not impressed. So I haven't been in a long fucking time. Carl, I agree. They ruined the deep dish. Oh, Hawkeyes, I miss the babies. We're talking about going up, but Kyle's got so many jobs that he's working on. He's working on one of the lakes right now, and the view is just gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. And it's a huge bathroom remodel. I'll have to show you guys pictures. Remind me, I'll upload pictures of the recent remodel he did on this bathroom. It's incredible. It was really intense situation, though. The woman who he was working for lost her husband a year ago. He passed away, and he was a tile guy. He was a general contractor. So this is the first time that she's ever had to have any handyman do anything. And it was very emotional for her. And that's a hard thing, just always having him to rely on, and then now having to hire somebody, and he always did all of that. So Kyle, you should see the text messages she sends him, though. She's an elderly woman, and just the compassion and the care that she felt from Kyle. They went out the other day, the last day he was there. Her and her friend went to get pedicures to kind of take her mind off of, because it had been 1 year to the day. The day he was finishing up the job was 1 year to the day he passed away. And she was trying to give Kyle a bunch of his tools and stuff that she has no idea what they even are for. But she's like, anything I need done from now on. She's like, he would have loved you. It's one of those. So he's a great guy for those type of situations too, because he is compassionate beyond belief. And she really appreciated, the text that he gets from his clients and stuff, and the reviews and shit are incredible. He's a hell of a guy. He is kind of an angel. Yeah, I don't know how I got so fucking lucky, but he's that way with his mom's friends and stuff too. His mama raised him right. That's for damn fucking sure. And the job is beautiful. Oh, Hawkeyes, I'm so sorry. sorry for your loss. It's just a hard spot when you're used to having somebody. Like, I can't even imagine. He would come home every night and tell me, like, they she would come in and share stories of remodels and stuff that he had done and things, and a lot of it was kind of, I mean, he was working late, and a lot of it was just kind of caring for her through the process and being, not just like a demolition project of in and out, like really making sure that she was okay through it. This is a big deal. Those don't seem like major deals, but when your husband's a general contractor and you're used to having that and then having to rely on somebody else, and there's a lot of trust that goes into that. And yeah. Oh, sending you a hug, Hawkeyes. Oh, well, thank you for his service. Hey, Dutchie. Yeah, he is. Rotaro. He got his hair cut today, Rotaro. He came home from work and I was on with Earth. I'll tell this. How did we even end up here? I don't even fucking know. Sometimes the most random conversations happen over here, but um, he walks in the door and Earth and I had just listened to Skolnick fucking just saying the stupidest shit. I'll say, I didn't want to say it on Earth, but man, midday she was fucking slurring and foaming at the side of her mouth, and I'm not even joking, she was. There's legit foam at the side of her mouth, and it's just, ugh. Chico, leave me alone. Look. Don't make me put you in timeout. I can't even. Never mind, Chico. I don't know how to do that, so I'm just talking tough. You know that. But Earth and I had watched this clip, and Julie is like detailing her husband having this fucking massive meltdown over the cable. And she's like, it was so fucking funny. It was one of those moments you probably had to be there. But as he's like freaking out, he calls the cable company, and I guess he's just losing it on this cable guy. And she's detailing the story. She had talked about court is what we were listening to. But anywho, she goes on to tell a story about her husband freaking out, losing it on the cable guy. And then she says the statement of, they always blame the victim. That's what she said about the debacle with the cable. She said they always blame the victim. My mouth about hit the fucking floor. Earth's mouth, I think, probably hit the floor. And then Kyle came home shortly after, and so I was like, let me put him on the spot. Let me ask him, like, what would you do? And he first, the look on his face was like, what? I said, what if you were watching a race and the cable went down? And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, would you call the cable guy and scream? And he's like, no, I'd probably go scream at myself in the fucking mirror. And yeah, he was so confused. But he said, no, I would just probably go watch it on my phone or do something else. Like, he was so fucking confused. Oh, Hawkeyes, I will. I'm going to wrap back around to kind of touch on some of the sooner or later. I'm going to come back around and talk about Lauren and tie her into all these lockouts because she's no different. And the victimization of the families and what Crusha and those guys have been through. I love Crusha. Absolutely adore her. She's a good human. Yeah, she fucking said, I'm not even joking. Coco, she said, as she's telling this story, and she's like slurring, I'm not joking, fucking slurring and foaming at the mouth. She says, they always blame the victim. This is a fucking cable situation. Yeah, Duchess, we were just talking. I came on because Joneson's being her weird self and trying to attach blank screens fucking bullshit to me in some way, somehow. Like, blank screen hasn't been around here for fucking ever. He popped in occasionally. He hasn't had a wrench here for a long time. I have nothing to do with him. His going behind the scenes and shit. Nobody came to me. Nunny and I talked about it like 2 years ago. That was that. Moving on. Joneson's just got to be a fucking weirdo. And if anybody's coming to you behind the scenes asking you for money, yeah, that's a little suspect. Ro, I'm not even joking. Like, it's so fucking weird. Who says that? Like, who fucking says that? Yeah, she did. Revival, that's the live stream. I cut through it. She did. She did talk about others at the group home. Bushy and Rubber, what are you retracting your messages for? I didn't even get to read them. My eyes aren't that quick today. Absolutely, Hawkeyes. Their family has been done so wrong. And sadly, it's becoming a trending situation. Just like her family has been done, so many other families are being done like it too. It's becoming a trending situation. Look at Nancy Guthrie. I know that they have, you know, because of Savannah, but look at how people are treating them. Chico is unfucking real to hear anybody say that when talking about screaming at a cable guy and losing their fucking shit over the cable. Like, shut it off and go do something fucking else. Play it later when it's working. Like, my God. Can you imagine? Like, I don't know. I'm just so thankful that Kyle only gets agitated when he's working on a vehicle. And then I go out, make sure he's got his hydration, if he needs any tools or whatever. And then I run back in the house as fast as I can because I get real anxious even watching him. And he's not mad at anybody, but he's just frustrated working on the truck. But that's the only time you see any aggression from him. Yeah, Mercedes Relay did. The Chroma Reels shit, yeah. So what I gathered of that situation, I went and somebody told me kind of what or where it popped off. So I went and looked. And I guess they were sending somebody to troll Queen Bee and dropping her link in a chat. Something to that effect. And that's what kind of kicked it all off. Oh, Coco, she has no concern. And Coco, she did say, I'll play it tomorrow. Maybe I'll be live tomorrow. I think I got everything I needed to be done today. I didn't think I was going to be able to be on here because Kenzie was supposed to be gone all day, but then they had to reschedule her appointment. So, I'll play it, but I'm not going to play that portion of her talking about others. Oh, it's so bad, Hawkeyes. It's so fucking bad, the exploitation that's happening. The Chroma Reels shit, like, that's been kind of a brewing thing. Chroma Reels has been everywhere. She's connected to everything, just wild. But I guess she was, like, trolling or sending people to troll Queen, is what I'm understanding of that situation, and that's kind of what kicked it all off. She made a community post after Queen scheduled that live for Friday. Coco, it made me mad because she's got fucking posts that show the adult homes that he was in. That puts other people's safety at risk. Just no advocate is going to do that. My ex-sister-in-law owned group homes, and safety was one of the things that she prioritized. But, you know, when you're doing it all for content, who cares, right? She's fucking trash. I'm talking about Julie. And I said what I said because she said something about, oh, the drama. We're not doing drama. All the, you know, and they always say that we're the shit stains of society, basically, that we have no moral compass. Bitch, I've never acted like you. Never. I might be tattooed and fucking wear fucking spandex shorts and baggy t-shirts 99% of the time and don't pretend to be upper class. But I am above you and your behavior every fucking day, guaranteed. Sure as fuck am. Is it raining? No, that's the pool. Never say never. Hold on. I'll show you guys. Oh, there's me. There's my forehead. I don't have my lashes on. Here. I need to go get my nails filled. It's just the pool. It's just the pool. That's what you're hearing. The fountain. The fountain's on. That's what you're hearing. Oh, it's dirty. The vacuum's running. Yeah, that's what you're hearing. Just the pool. Yeah, we have a fountain. We do. Oh, Dina, it absolutely is a privacy issue. Yeah. Again, most of these people cannot consent. So safety becomes a major issue, especially when you're putting content out there. I don't care if the courts have given you permission and shit. Fuck yeah, she felon. Come on over. When did she do that, Aisha? When did Queen call her out? Did I miss that? Or was it the other day when I popped on and was being a jackass with my forehead? Come on over. I'm not even joking. If you're in the area, as long as you're not a weirdo. I mean, we're weirdos, but... Duchess, I'm ignoring Cash. I've got permanent blockers on for Cash. He's been fucking with me all day. Actually, that's just kind of what he does. He's my personal fucking troll. He's living up to it. Oh my gosh, Jetty, that shit pisses me off. I am so not a fucking... I can't stand when people are entitled or not appreciative of shit, like especially with service workers in restaurants and shit, the way people talk to their servers, that irks me. I was just raised differently, way differently. Even with my crazy upbringing, that was one thing that was instilled in me is, but my family owned 2 restaurants, leased 2 restaurants, but still, like that was, you watch how people get treated and you're like, fuck no. Oh, Aisha, thanks for letting me know. And thank you for the post the other day, Aisha. I appreciate you, like, sticking up and saying something, too. I saw you tag me in that. Normally, I don't get notice of that because I don't ever look at my tags, but it popped into my algorithm. So I appreciate you speaking up, too. Air Force Matt, do you fly a Blue Angel? Is that what you use? Are you a Blue Angel pilot? And that's what you do? You propel it with your own gas? Your flatulence? Hopefully you just farted, though, and it wasn't after you accidentally took stool softeners. That would have been a shitty situation. Oh, Packwalker Sue, that would make me so uncomfortable. Oh, thank you, Air Force, Matt. Thunderbirds. I always get them backwards. It was just Luke Air Force Base days here yesterday, and that's what we did. So I get the Blue Angels. They did a Pearl Harbor reenactment and everything at Luke Air Force Base. If you're ever in the Arizona area during Luke Air Force Base days, or Luke days is what it's called, 10 out of 10 recommend. The Thunderbirds, the Blue Angels, they had such an amazing situation. Navy is the Blue Angels? See, I don't fucking know what's what. It's cool, though. That's some really crazy shit. They had a bunch of the different planes out, like the older planes and stuff too. It was really cool. Hotter than fuck. They left, I think there was over 30 ambulance calls because of the heat, because we've had such extreme heat. Revival says, this is a fart-friendly channel. We're not judging you with your flatulence. Because right now it's not very pretty, Air Force Matt. I don't got my lashes on and I just look like my wretched, raggedy whore self. I don't know why people think that's insulting either, to call me a ragged whore. I mean, fuck. At least I got some. Maybe you should get some. Who's Samantha? Aisha says, Samantha. You mean Stephanie? Aisha? I just wanted to come up here and say how disappointed that I am with you. I used to love to watch you, but that shit you're pulling with Julie, I'm not agreeing with it. Please try to do better. Stephanie, with the utmost disrespect, get fucked. Did I stutter? You want to come in here and chastise me and tell me to do better. Well, this fucking grown-ass 55-year-old woman is pretending to be a victim of shit she can disengage with while she's using our court systems to fucking take actual resources from real victims. And she's pretending, poking, provoking, and you want to tell me you're disappointed in me while this grown-ass fucking woman continues to engage with this bullshit? Yeah. You've never understood what I talk about as is. So wherever you got lost in the sauce, don't be disappointed with me. Go be disappointed in yourself that you don't understand what people like Julie do to actual victims. And while you're disappointed in me, just letting you know, it's really fucking weird for strangers on the internet to get that emotionally invested that you feel disappointed in a stranger. Okay? Or that you need to announce your disappointment like I'm gonna fucking know or care. And telling me to do better while you're supporting a 55-year-old woman who's afraid for her life, calls the cops instead of wakes up her man that lives in the house with her to protect her. God, some of you are just fucking caught up in some stupidity that I cannot understand, and I'm thankful I can't. That's a whole level of lunacy. Nope. Not entertained. Oh, and this is one of those situations of this ain't motherfucking JFK. No need to announce your goddamn departure. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Come back when you can't stay so long, and no need to fucking tell me you're disappointed, because guess what? I'm not going to lose a fucking ounce of sleep. Next. When you can fix your fucking fingers to tell me that this woman and what I'm doing to this woman, yeah, replaying her own words is fucking embarrassing, isn't it? Fucking embarrassing. I'm glad. I'm glad it's fucking mortifying for her. She should do better. She should stop trying to be a perpetual victim while exploiting children, adults who cannot consent for fucking content. So people like you can give her ass pats and tell her what a great job she's doing. Gross. You'll never understand people like me or the ones that hang out over here because we recognize what true victims are. And Stephanie, have you been victimized by your cable guy too? Good Lord. Revival, same. I get embarrassed for them, and I'm just like, fuck. Whatever. I did, Petty. Yeah, that's local to me too. But here's the thing. Julie did this to herself. Like, I'm so sick and fucking tired of being blamed for doing something to Julie. Julie did this to herself. She's proud of this shit. All this is public, just like BJ does. They're proud of this. They fucking openly say all these things, and then when you play them back and you're like, nope. Nope. Not falling for it. Like, this is a crock of shit. There are actual people, like real victims, that are harmed majorly, that can't get appropriate protection in the courts. And then you've got some entitled ass fucking Karen using it for fucking content to try and get ass pats from fucking strangers. It's weird. And you can just tell that life has not humbled them. And she can go run along and fucking cry to somebody else about it, because I don't even want to hear it. I'm over the fucking shit. Over the shit. Mr. Black Eyes, did you scream and holler at them? I heard that works. Please don't try it. But I heard, according to a specific Karen, that screaming and hollering at the cable guys gives you victimhood. You know, they always like to blame the victim when your cable's not working, because God forbid there's people in the world that don't have cable, let alone electricity, let alone indoor plumbing. I mean, there's still people that go without. Wow. Imagine not being able to watch your fucking game at the time you want it to be. Sounds a little fucking privileged to me. And Mr. Black Eyes, I'm not shading you. That was just the fucking crazy bitch we were listening to earlier complaining about her cable guy. Fucking wild, Cash. It's wild. Like, shouldn't they be able to tell me what the remote says? Maybe. If it's one of their remotes. Unless it's, did you trade it for a universal remote? Are you pranking them? Jenny, but here's the thing. In all reality, like, not trying to be rude or anything, but the very thing that people avoid, in my experience, I don't know, I think Amy's in here, possibly, not to put Amy on the spot, or Revival, but when you have people who are very easily upset by strong emotions or yelling of any sort or anything, normalizing that or even finding it funny when it's over the cable guy, I guess that's so outside of my world, because mine feed off of my emotions. And if I was to react that way, first of all, that's teaching them that's normal behavior, which it's not. And secondly, if I escalate like that, they're going to be affected. And that constant up and down and the dysregulation for anybody on the spectrum, not even just on the spectrum, is a lot. And she fucking screams and hollers, you know, everything's diminished to a diagnosis over there. But yet these things are so common sense. I'm not shocked by the problems that she talks about they have. Yeah, right, Coco? Exactly. They sold you the remote and don't. Okay, now that's fucking funny. Good night, Dutchie. Oh, God, people crack me up. Oh my gosh. These people are crazy. It's not, Aisha. It's just not. And it's not healthy. And then these are the people who mock me about going to therapy. It's like, yeah, maybe you should try it. Right, Revival. Which is really unfortunate. But it's so true. It's such a, like, I just can't understand how it's not normal. It's just not normal behavior. And I guess for me, like growing up in that environment where people hollered at each other, I get really uncomfortable with it. Yeah, absolutely, Shorty. You don't even have to verbalize it, or just the tension and the stress. They can sense that. People can sense that. Crazy, though. And yeah, by the way, this is just a fucking warning. I'm at that point. I'm done with stupid people. I am, this is your, for any of you that have been around, you know where I'm at. You understand. This isn't for you, but any of the lurkers in the background, yeah, I'm done putting up with fucking shit like that from the Stephanies and the fucking, it's very clear what we're doing and what we're talking about and why. This is not going to be normalized to me. And if that makes you feel some sort of way, good. I'm glad. Feel some sort of way. But you're missing the fucking bigger picture when you are trying to condone this type of shit. Period. I've just hit that. It's done. Say stupid shit, I'm gonna pop right back. You're a natural blonde too, Petty? Petty says dumb it down for me. God. Oh yeah, Becca, I understand. I understand for sure, and I'm proud of you. Cash. Yeah, Becca, same. I'll send the remote back. Can you tell me what it says? Fucking Mr. Black Eyes. Um, do you need one of those remotes that's like, just buy one of those ones that's so huge that they can read it from a satellite in space. Do that, and then you can just call Elon. I popped on here, Bog, for a few minutes, and then we just got to bullshitting about random stuff. Fuck yeah, Jamani. And ass pats. Yep. Then why do you have a TV remote? Yeah, Becca, that takes courage. That's incredible. And that's why, to me, like, this shit on here is so fucking petty. It's so petty and so pathetic. It just feels, does it not feel like a slap in the face to actual victims? And the fact that she could get on here and tell the story about how the man had been abused and was denied. I mean, it just feels so. Oh. Aw. Bree, that's awesome. Congrats to your nephew. Hey, Meg. Okay. I am gonna go. I am fucking tired. Before I pull up Brittany on you guys, because I just had to mute to yawn. Well, not only that, compassion and empathy is lost, but common sense, logic is lost on many. Chapped! What you doing? Thank you for being a member for 26 months. I hope you're doing good. Oh, Bog, you didn't miss anything. You don't have to start it over. We avoided chaos, though, because Kyle almost took stool softeners instead of Mucinex. That was almost our shitty situation, and then we ended up here. So you didn't really miss anything exciting. There's nothing fun. Good night, Lauren. All right. I'm out. Hey, baby. My ass is going to go take a shower and go to bed. Hey, casual art. Jetty, it's gotten so crazy. That list Earth and I were talking about the other day, though, of all the cases that have happened off these stories is really concerning when you start thinking about how many people have actually used and misused court systems via social media, and it's becoming way more normalized. Like, it is a very concerning situation to me to see that how normal it's becoming. Then you think of people like Crush's family, and I swear Lauren Matthias is like a buffer between the church and these horrific crimes around the Mormon church. But she did the same thing, you know? She weaponized the court systems. There's just so many people that it's becoming so normal. They sit there and say that they have compassion and empathy for the victims that they exploit for years on end. Like Lauren exploited Crush's family for years and then turns around and does something petty so she can have a spectacle at CrimeCon. Another one, wasn't afraid at all. Ugh. Yeah, it's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. Well, Hawkeyes, it's how she's made a fucking fortune. She's made a fortune. Chapped, I'm sure you have up and down days for sure. Yeah, she is S. She absolutely is. She is. Shorty, I think she's talking about the Duggar stuff too. God, which one was it that she was featured in? Have you guys seen her new face recently? All the filler and shit in her face. If she's really took on a different look. For sure. Yeah, that's a wild one. Oh, you did? Casual art? You just saw it today? Yeah. It's a drastic change. Yeah. We're talking about Lauren Matthias. She fell in love. And then you think about the spouse in that situation too. Like, there's definitely a situation here. Yeah, it's wild. Coco, she looks way different. Yeah, Mona Lisa, I agree with you. Fuck cancer. Chap, keep fighting. And everybody else that's fighting cancer. All right, I am out. I hope you guys all have a good night. I might see you tomorrow. More likely I will, because we need to finish that fucking mock trial that she did that's embarrassing as fuck. So, we'll see. I'm sure there'll be more chaos to talk about, so. Ah, that's awesome, Casual Art. I love that. I love they did that. Oh, Hawkeyes, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Okay, good night, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.